First problem based on the concept of power factor is a circuit has a resistance of 12 ohm and impedance of 15 ohm. The power factor of the circuit will be. If we make a diagram of this question, suppose this is the current I, then voltage across the resistor will be in same phase with the current, and the voltage applied in the circuit V, which makes angle phi with the current, and the cos phi is the power factor of the circuit. So cos phi will be here equal to VR by V, or we can write it as I into R by I into Z, or simply we can write R by Z, which we have already discussed. So power factor cos phi will be equal to R by Z. Resistor is 12 ohm and impedance is 15 ohm. Simplifying by cancelling by 3, it will be 4 by 5 and it is equal to 0.8. Hence option A is the correct option. Next question is, the impedance of a circuit consists of resistance 3 ohm and 4 ohm reactance. The power factor of the circuit is, power factor cos phi is equal to R by Z, and it is further written as R by root R square plus XL minus XC whole square. This XL minus XC is the reactance of the circuit. It is formed by the inductor and capacitor. So substituting the value here, we will have resistor is 3 ohm divided by root 3 square plus, and the reactance is 4 ohm. So this XL minus XC is 4 ohm, so it is 4 square. So it is 3 by square root of 25, or we can write it as 3 by 5, that is 0.6. Hence option B is the correct option. Next question is, the power factor of an AC circuit having resistance R and inductance L connected in series and angular velocity omega is. We have found that power factor cos phi for series LCR circuit is R by Z, and it is equal to R by root R square plus XL minus XC whole square, where XL and XC are the inductive and capacitive reactances respectively. For LR circuit, we can consider this XC is 0 because capacitor is not present. So cos phi can be written as R by root R square plus XL square. And XL is the inductive reactance, which is equal to omega L, where omega is the angular frequency. So this will be equal to R by root R square plus omega L whole square, or further we can write it as R by root R square plus omega square L square. Hence option B is the correct option. Next question is, the potential difference across the resistance, capacitance and inductance are 80 volt, 40 volt and 100 volt respectively in an LCR circuit. Because the voltages are different in this LCR circuit along the inductor, capacitor and resistor, so we can say these are connected in series. The power factor of the circuit is, if we draw the phase diagram, this is the current. Voltage across the resistor is in phase with the current, while the voltage across the inductor is 90 degree ahead of the current, this is VL, and voltage across the capacitor lagged behind the current by 90 degree. So difference of voltage between the inductor and capacitor is VL minus VC. Here we have considering that voltage across inductor is larger than the capacitor. So net voltage is the sum of voltage across resistor and VL minus VC. This is the net voltage. And angle between this voltage and current is the phi. So phase angle cos phi will be equal to, using the trigonometry base oblique hypotenuse, so it is VR by V. VR is the voltage across the resistor and it is given 80 volts, so we can write it as 80 volt. And net voltage is V. This in this triangle, which is having the angle phi, the base is 80 and this perpendicular is VL minus VC. Voltage across the inductor is 100 volt and voltage across capacitor is 40 volt, so it is 60 volt. Therefore, base is 80 and perpendicular is 60. So hypotenuse will be equal to 100. So we can write this voltage V is 100 and it is equal to 0.8. Hence option C is the correct option. Next question is, an alternating voltage V equal to V naught sin omega t is applied across a circuit. As a result, a current I equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2 flow in it. The power consumed per cycle is, it is given that voltage is V naught sin omega t and current is I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. So phase angle of the voltage is omega t and phase angle of the current is omega t minus pi by 2. Hence phase difference between voltage and current will be pi by 2. So using the formula which we have already discussed, that average power of the circuit is RMS value of voltage into RMS value of current into the power factor cos phi. And because phi is pi by 2, so this power factor cos pi by 2 will be 0. So we can say average power is 0. So option A is the correct option. Next question is, voltage V and current I in an AC circuit are given by V equal to 50 sin 50t volt and current I equal to 100 sin 50t plus pi by 3 milliampere. The power dissipated in the circuit is. Here we are given that voltage V equal to 50 sin 50t volt. So this 50t is the peak voltage V naught and current is given 100 sin 50t plus pi by 3 milliampere. So this 100 milliampere is the peak current and the phase difference between the voltage and current is given by pi by 3 because phi 1 is 50t and phi 2 is 50t plus pi by 3. So this phase difference phi is phi 2 minus phi 1, that is pi by 3. Now we know that power dissipated in the circuit is Vrms into Irms into power factor cos phi. So it will be equal to Vrms is equal to V naught by root 2, that is 1 by root 2 times of the peak value of the voltage, and Irms is equal to I naught by root 2. Substituting the value, peak value of voltage is 50, so it is 50 by root 2 and current is I naught by root 2 and I naught is 100 milliampere. So we can write this is 100 and to convert it into ampere we will have to multiply with minus 3 divided by root 2. So this is the RMS value of the current and cos of the phase difference, that is the pi by 3. And this pi by 3 is 60 degree and cos 60 is 1 by 2. So we will have 50 into 100 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by this root 2 into root 2, it is 2 and it is 2. So we will have 5000 into 10 to the power minus 3 by 4 or simply 5 by 4 and we can write it as 1.25 watt. Hence option C is the correct option. Next question. A resistor and an inductor are connected to an AC supply of 120 volt and 50 hertz. The current in the circuit is 3 ampere. If the power consumed in the circuit is 108 watt, the resistance in the circuit is. As we have already discussed that power is consumed by the resistor only. There is no power dissipation in inductor and pure capacitor. So for resistor we can write that power dissipated is P equal to I square R and this power is given 108 watt. It will be equal to current in the circuit is 3, so it is 3 square into value of the resistor. So R will be equal to 108 divided by 3 square, that is 108 by 9 and it will be equal to 12 ohm. Hence option A is the correct option.